a simple parachute emerger. Now the fly, one of the key ingredients to this fly is stripped quill, or stripped peacock quill, and obviously the peacock quill comes from the eye. Now traditionally what you have to do is take off one single herring and just strip all the herring off either side, just by rubbing either your thumbnail or a rubber along it. Now, a couple of months back I was told a very easy way, and recently I've had a couple of emails asking me how you do this, so I thought I would add it into the next video. It's just tied in nicely because we need to use this in the next video. Now, set that to the side. What I've got here is thick bleach. See it there? This is just ordinary household bleach in citrus, which makes no difference whatsoever. But it's bleach anyway, so first of all try to work out how you get it out. Push down. What we're going to do, you only need a splash of this. That's enough. But now you know. That's enough. Set this to the side. Make sure to put your lid on it. Now we're going to water this down. So all I've got here is a jug of water. I'm just going to pour it in till it comes a nice sort of light colour. Now all I've got here is just ordinary forceps for fishing. I'm just going to mix that through. Just using this just to mix it in. Now what we're going to do, take your forceps, and this stem's just a wee bit long just now. Trim that away, nice and short, and holding your stem, just place peacock in, let go of it, just let it sit there a couple of seconds. You will need to move it around, and it can take a wee while depending on how strong your mixture is. Mine is pretty weak. I prefer it weak because you can't actually overpower it and damage the herring itself. You can see there, the water is turning quite darker, and that's just because the peacock, the herring itself coming off. Now that's all the herring off the peacock eye now, so I'm just going to take it out, put it into the water. This is just to wash anything excess off. Bring it back over. As you can see, they've got perfect quills that can be used on any flies, dries, buzzers, nymphs, anything. And you don't need to worry about the hassle of having to strip them with a rubber or anything. And as I said, depending on how strong your mixture is, depends on how quick the herring will come off. That was quite a weak mixture I was using. So that's the herring. We'll go ahead and tie the fly. This is what the herring looks like when it's been stripped. You can see it's pretty bare. Now, to tie the fly I'm using a fully mill dry fly hook, and the thread that I'm using, back to the old uni, it's just uni 80, this is camel. Put the thread on at the eye, and you want to go down about halfway to there, take the waste piece away, and then come up just over halfway. Now some white antron, take some of that off. I'm going to double it over, so I'm forming a loop. And set that on top, doesn't matter about the length. come out the front. Now, what I call the angle of dangle, which is basically the angle at which this would be set. Because if you can imagine, there's going to be a hackle on here, which means that the hook isn't going to sit horizontally, it's going to sit sort of in the water like that, at an angle. So really what you want to do is get this just to sit right. Now once you think you've got it, take a couple of turns round, have a look. That looks about right. We'll be able to adjust it in a minute anyway. Now just take off the base piece. Couple of turns again. Couple of turns on the front. Just want to make sure that bit's secure. Now take the thread down. Stop when you get just by the barb. Now take one of your newly stripped peacock herrings. You see they really look fantastic. Good colour to them. Of course that all depends on which peacock eye you select. Put that on the side. Now come in, you want to go so that you've got about 4mm or so from the eye. It's going to be for your thorax. Now, when I'm tying peacock herring, it's a very weak fibre, so super glue, and just put a wee dot, a wee pull on top. Now, this is what I do when I'm winding peacock herring. This only really works on a straight shank hook. Get your hackle pliers, you can come in and actually use your hackle pliers to wind it on. Now just come up, taking your time. And you get to this point here, cross over, tie that down. Take away any excess. Now what we're going to do on our hackle. The hackle I'll be using, see it's a badger. This is an Indian cock. Just have a look. Select a couple of feathers you think. Do quite like a long air hackle in these kind of flies. Now I'm going to set that against the side. Take the hackle right up to the post and then lift both the hackle and the post up. Come back down. Thread back to the back and just tail that off. Now if there's any annoying bits that have come out, just take them away. Now the dubbing for the thorax is Semper Fly. I believe it's the SLF dubbing. Put that one at the back. This is in a nice olive green. To the front. Take a thread to the front. Now usually put a wee half hitch in. Now, very simple. Put your hackle in to your hackle pliers. And start to wind it round. Each turn should be under the following. Like quite a heavy hackle in these flies, so I'll just use the full feather. And then using the feather, slide the thread underneath. Two's plenty. At this point you just take the point out. Forget about everything. Lift as many as you can to the back. A few wraps in there. Come in with some varnish, or super glue in this case. Onto your thread. Lift it again. On. Couple of turns there. On with your whip finish. Go 1, 2, 3. Pull your thread tight. Trim away the waste piece. Just come in, take away the hackle tip. At this point you can just adjust the hackle to sit the way you want. That's fine. And I'm just going to open out the loop. Some Velcro. I'll just open out the wing. And that basically is a very simple dry fly emerger.